you all lovely people, lovely ladies. So in this video we'll talk about a high value woman. This video is divided into three parts, that is why, what and how. Why is like what is the need of being a high value woman, what is like what are the traits or behavior of a high value woman, and the third is the most important part, that is the action you need to take on yourself to become a high value woman and achieve all the prosperities and goals for yourself. So coming to the why part, why you should be a high value woman. For this we need to understand the concept of a low value woman. A low value woman is the one who indulges in jealousies, comparison, the one who is not confident about herself, her abilities, her hard work and the effort she is putting day in and day out to achieve her goals. She is very negative about herself. She possesses a negative attitude on herself, like I will be never able to achieve my goals, I'll be never able to achieve anything, people around me are achieving so many things, and she become insecure of them. Then she is not grateful about what she has in her life. She is so much like rude and arrogant. She's like controlling to other people, and she likes to take control of other people and want them to turn into a robot, and want this reaction, and the way she want people to behave is like she's having the remote control, and she can make them speak whatever she wants to. That's not the correct attitude. She's changing things, she's jumping from person to person in a relationship, she's chasing friends, she's chasing every other thing, but she's not attracting the things that are suitable for her, that are matching to her energy. So these all are the traits of a low value woman. Now coming to our second part, which is being a high value woman, is the what. The high value woman is the one who works on herself. She believes in herself, and she is not like she's running to people and jumping from relationships to relationships. She works hard on herself, and she knows her worth. Now we'll talk about what are the traits that are being possessed by a high value woman. So number one trait is self-confidence. She exudes confidence. She walks with a confidence. Her walk, her body language, her way of speaking, her behavior, her clothing sense shows confidence. She exhibits confidence in herself. She knows her worth. She has a very high self-esteem, and she is clarity. She is very, very clear about what she is and what she aspires to be, and she will achieve that in her future. Second trait is she is the one who believes in taking action. She do not talk like so much into talking and gossiping and all. She's the one who know what her goal is, what she want to achieve, and she work hard on herself, whether it's her body, it's her professional life, it's her relationships, everything that comes under the arena. She goes to gym, or she goes to any yoga, meditation, or she keeps her body fit. She works on herself day in, day out. For career, she works on her goals. She knows which job she wants. She works hard to build her resume. If she's into business, she works hard to set that business and to get profits out of that. So she's the one who works for herself, and she believes in taking action, not just talking and blabbering things out of here and there and not taking any action. She is the one who works on her relationship. She believes that it is important to communicate herself in a relationship. She is emotionally intelligent and express herself and her needs clearly to the other person. The third trait is she is the one who is full of gratitude and positivity. Rather than overthinking about the future or the past, whatever happened, it's her mistake, or the people around her, how they are behaving, she excludes all of that, and she is working hard on herself and displaying gratitude for every single thing she has, because she knows whatever she has today it's because of her hard work. And maybe someone on one part of the world is like want that so desirably, and she is having it and possessing it with so much ease. There is someone who is dying to achieve what she has today. So this is the one thing. She is very, very grateful for everything she has, and she is someone who do not indulge in negative talking and putting herself down. She do not lower her self-esteem. She is the one who has a positive self-talk with herself, and she knows if something is not done today, it's not that it cannot be done in any coming day in future. She knows she has that in herself. Fourth trait is the high value woman is one who has that kind and empathy for the people around her. She's the one, she's not into like if she's a high value woman, she is not like she behaves rudely with people or she is arrogant to the people, and she do not behave or treat people around her correctly. She is the one who feel empathy, who sympathize with people, who knows they are facing some problem and they're into some problem, and display kindness towards them. She is the one who cares for the society and care for others. It's not like she's not that kind who is like, I do not have related anything to them. No, she is like someone who care for herself and the people around her and show kindness. The fifth trait is she is the one who is attracting things. She do not change. She do not change people to people. She do not chase people to be with her. She do not chase her friends. She do not chase people around her to come and have some time with her. No, she do not chase relationships. She is the one who attract things because of her personality, her positive aura that is there. She works on herself daily, day in, day out, and then she makes a better version of herself with time, and then she turns herself into a woman who loves herself and who works on herself, who work on her goals as well, and then she becomes the bestest version of herself. Then automatically she attracts things that suits her energy, that matches her energy or vibrations. That only that thing will come to us. If something is there that is lower in energy or lower vibrations, then she will automatically do not attract those things, because she has someone who has a very positive aura, and she is the one who is too much energetic and passionate about her goals, her dreams, and everything that is out there. So she is the one who attract things. She do not go door to door and chasing things. No. So the sixth trait is that she is the one who is away from all the jealousies, all the comparisons, all the insecurities that are out there. She know that if a cake is there, it's not that he or she is not getting the first bite, but there is a piece of cake that is reserved there. God has reserved that piece for her. She will get whenever the time is right. We all have our own timing and own clock that runs according to this universe, according to the God, and according to how much effort we are putting it in our goals. So she is the one, she works on that, and she is she do not open her social media and see people are getting married, their business are turning into huge profits and whatnot. She is not insecure of them. She is not I'm in a state of lack and people around me are achieving so many things. No, she sees them and she's happy for them. Like if I go and open some Instagram and see people are traveling and achieving their goals, and they are my friends, so I'm very happy. Yes, they work hard for it and they achieve it. It feels so good. I know them and I feel them. Their success is personal because I've seen them struggling. I have seen them working hard on their self, and I have seen them putting day in, day out for their goals. So it feels really good to me, they're achieving so many things in their life. So we should not we should not be envious. We should turn our envy into inspiration. Like, yeah, they are achieving this thing. This also exists. People can achieve this. I can also work hard and achieve those things. This is so good. If we all support each other rather than comparing and jealousies, this will not lead you anywhere. It will set you in the state of lack rather than in the state of abundance. Remember, if you're in the state of abundance, only then you'll be able to fulfill your goals or achieve your goals. If you're in the state of lack, like, I don't have this, I don't have this, I'm lacking there, I don't have these skills, I don't have these people in my life, so you will not have those in future as well. You are just digging your own grave. What's the point of that? The seventh and the most important trait is she believes in self-love. She loves herself so much that she works hard on herself. She keeps herself physically fit. She works on her professional growth. She works on her business acumen. She works on her relationship. She analyzes things. She is like, if something is not working out, rather an interview, a job, or a relationship, or her own health, then why it is not working out, what is the reason? She do the analysis, and she is back with complete force and complete energy and vigor. She practices self-love. She cares for herself. She develops herself. One thing I want to mention is that self-love is not about, okay, you are pampering yourself with roses, chocolates. That is there, but it's not like spoiling yourself with eating too much of going to very, very expensive things and eating too much of chocolates and intaking those calories. No, self-love is not that. Self-love is when you take care of yourself, when you take care of your heart, when you take care of your soul, when you take care of your health, physical health, mental health, like what thoughts you're feeding into your mind. So this is self-love. Self-love is a form of professional growth as well. Like, what actions you are taking for your professional grooming, like how your personality is growing, how you're working in job front, how you're working in business, what books are you reading to develop yourself, to develop your mind, to develop your brain, so that you can if you talk to someone, you are exhibiting value. It's not like that someone come and talk to you, you do not have any idea like what they're talking about. I haven't read that, I am not aware of that. No, you develop yourself professionally as well. Similarly, in case of relationships as well, she communicates herself because she knows if she is feeling bad about something, she has to communicate it to other person so that she can resolve that and come to a solution for that. Till now we have covered the what part of a high value woman. Now we'll come to how you can become a high value woman. So it's time for you to take an action. The whole purpose of reaching this video and clicking it's just not to to just consume this video while snacking. No, you have to go and take an action of yourself. Nothing can change if you don't change yourself and do not take any action. Just listening to these videos will not make any impact. You have to go and take action. So the first thing that I want you to do is to be in good shape, for health wise. Like, you have to be join a gym or join a physical fitness activity for 30 minutes or 1 hour. Make that your priority, because if health is not there, nothing will be there, and there is no purpose of doing anything or working day in and day out and burning out yourself without a good health. A good health is something that can make you better and help you to reach all your goals. So first one is to go buy a gym membership, and if you cannot do a gym or cannot go to a gym or do not want to spend money to a gym, you can go to watch YouTube videos. There are number of videos that are there on the YouTube which will help you to they have like half an hour, 30 minutes, beginner, advanced level, intermediate level workouts that you can go and practice for free without any cost. But go and do exercise, some physical fitness for yourself. Second one is to do journaling. There are so many thoughts that are coming out there in our mind, and you are like so many thoughts, your mind is blasting on you, and you do not have any option, but they deviate you from your daily work or your tasks that are at priority. So what you can do is, maybe at night before sleeping, or maybe in the evening, you can make a routine, and it's only take 10 to 15 minutes. Right, start journaling, like whatever is coming into your mind. So it will, like, it's releasing from your inside of your mind, inside of your head, inside of your brain, and making space for other things, like the things where you have to take action and which are urgent for you to take action. So you can take a diary and put yourself out there, like if something doesn't go well, if someone is not treating you right, or your day doesn't go well or as planned, you're feeling demotivated in your career or in your relationship or anything, you can just pour your thoughts out there. It will release, and it's kind of a talk that you are doing, and it's like you will find the solution to that as well. So follow journaling as a daily routine. So the third trait or third action that you have to take is to practice self-love. I cannot tell you how important it is. No matter what is going on in and around you, no matter what problem or trouble is going on, you have to put yourself first. Make yourself as priority. You have to show yourself love and keep your standards high, so that the universe will return that thing back to you. It's like you can go on solo dates, spend time with yourself, like who am I, what I want to become, and what I want to achieve, and what are my goals. You can go for solo dates to cafes. You can go for a like cafe and sit with a book, and you can read that, spend that time out with you. Then you can treat yourself. You can like go for a nail salon, for a good haircut, a parlor, a spa services, and spend time with yourself. And it is very, very important. You should not be like you are like merged between the people, and you just forget yourself. No, do not do that. Practice self-love every single day, and celebrate even small wins. Like if you are able to complete your day successfully, if your day went well, or your task has done completely, or you achieve little goals, then celebrate those goals. So give yourself roses, pamper yourself, but do not overly spend money on these things, so that your budget do not exceed. Keep a check on that as well. Practice self-love, and keep yourself as a priority. Fourth one is, the action you have to take is, you have to plan your day. Maybe you can do it at night. You can take a diary and plan all the activities and divide the time. You can have a Google calendar and fix those time, like if I wake up at 6 a.m, then 6 to 7 I have to do this, 7 to 8 I have to do this, 8 to 9 I have to do this. And then at the end of the day, before you are sleeping, you have to tick mark all these things, like 6 to 7 I was allotted to do this, I have done this. I have to go for a walk for a half an hour, I have done this. I have done the office meetings, I have done this. I have to spend like 1 to 2 hours on my professional development, I have done this. It will give you so much of satisfaction at the end of the day, and you will feel like very released and peacefully, and you have a very calm and peaceful sleep, like with full of satisfaction. Yeah, I'm doing good in my life. You feel motivated for the next day as well. So plan your day, like which activities you want to do at work. Fifth action that I want to recommend is, you have to go for manifestation. Manifestation, you all know it. You have to like be very so the fifth action is positive affirmations and manifestation. Manifestation is like, if you want to achieve something, you have to write it down, you have to like visualize it. You can make a vision board that is there in front of you on your wall, which you see every day, and you are like have 5 to 6 goals that are there. You can like made them in the form of a picture, and you see those pictures every day, and you are like motivated every single day to achieve those goals. and achieve the greatest heights in your life. You are like, you are imagining, you're closing your eyes, imagining yourself to achieve those goals day by day, and you are like, you are behaving like you already have them, and you're working like, yeah, if I want a job, I'm already feeling like that I'm in that job, I'm working in that place, I'm attending meetings, I'm attending presentations. You have to behave in that way. So this is something that you put in your behavior every day. Then you can have like positive affirmations as well. I attract abundance, I achieve all my goals, I'm worthy of all the goals, something like that. I'm in happy relationship, my health is doing so great, I'm physically fit, and I'm completely satisfied and happy with my life. So these are the positive affirmations that you can do for yourself. So that's it for this video. We are coming to an end to this video. I enjoyed making it a lot, and I hope if you have seen it, especially for women and girls, it's a request, please value yourself and work hard on yourself and your goals. Bye, take care.